My kids couldn't wait to dig into dinner, which was all cooked in the oven. I told them camera eats first. Roast chicken and vegetables is something I make often on busy work days, because it's so easy prepping the ingredients and letting the oven do the rest of the work. Before preparation, start heating the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, you're going to grab 10 to 12 medium-sized drumsticks and start patting them dry with paper towels. I know there's a huge debate on whether you should wash your chicken. I'm curious what y'all think, so comment below and let me know whether you're team wash or team do not wash. Water is your enemy when roasting chicken, so make sure you pat them as dry as you can. Then you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, then start tossing them around with tongs or gloved hands. In a small bowl, you're going to mix 1 teaspoon of garlic powder with 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and about 8 cracks of black pepper. Mix the seasoning up, then pour it directly onto the chicken drumsticks, coating each piece thoroughly with the seasoning with tongs or your hands. Yes, I didn't bother adding any music to my video this time around, so you guys can get a feel of what really happens when I'm filming. I'm using a broiler pan that's been with me for over 10 years, but feel free to use a baking rack atop a baking tray. I lined the pan with parchment paper to avoid any burning from fat drippings. I also sprayed the surface with a coating of oil, then simply lined up all the drumsticks while avoiding any touching. I forgot to mention that I like using skin-on drumsticks. They just taste so much better. By the time you're done, your oven should be preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Now you're going to bake the drumsticks uncovered for about 40 minutes or until their internal temperature measures at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep in mind that times and temperatures may vary depending on your oven and the sizes of your drumsticks. Like I've mentioned before, when I roast meat in my oven, I also like to roast my vegetables. I mean, the oven did come with 2 racks for a reason. Might as well hit 2 birds with 1 stone. I almost always have these staples in my home: onions, carrots, broccoli, and potato. So those are usually my go-tos when I make roasted vegetables. I peeled and cut up the carrots and onions and threw in some broccoli last minute, then felt too lazy to handle potatoes, so I stopped there. Then I simply drizzled some olive oil and seasoned the vegetables with some salt and garlic powder. Then I tossed it all up until all the ingredients are thoroughly incorporated. Like I did previously, I coated this baking tray with some olive oil, threw the veggies in, shook the baking pan a bit to spread the veggies out, then into the oven they go. Now you can understand why I like knocking 2 things out at the same time. So the temperature may be a bit high for the veggies, so I left them on the lower rack. Then lowered the temperature when the chicken was done, allowing the veggies to roast for the remainder of the time without burning. Not all ovens are created equal, so I'd advise that you keep an eye on the chicken and your veggies. While the oven was doing its job, I also boiled some elbow macaroni, drained them, then drenched them with tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese for an easy pasta side dish. Mwahaha! There's a lot going on in my house and my kitchen right now, but these simple recipes are a lifesaver. I nearly burned my face off from the oven heat and rushing through everything, so please be careful. Well, the chicken drumsticks are done and they look gorge. I'm letting them rest for a bit while I take care of the other dishes. So based on my observation, I think the veggies need another 10 minutes. Otherwise, the chicken and pasta are ready. Music! I always add Parmesan cheese on my roasted veggies. My daughter tells me this is her favorite way to eat broccoli.
Alright, Daddy, let's eat.
If you enjoyed my video, please like, share, and subscribe, and visit rackoflam.com for more recipes. Thanks for watching.